On this day, September 12, 2022, Carlos Alcaraz wrote an unforgettable page in tennis history. At just 19 years old, the Spaniard became the youngest world number one in the history of the PIF ATP rankings, an achievement that once seemed impossible in a sport long dominated by established veterans. It all happened at the US Open after a dramatic final against Casper Ruud, where both players were fighting not only for the trophy but also for the top spot in the world rankings. Expectations around Alcaraz had already been sky high when he broke onto the tour in 2021. That year he claimed his first ATP title in Umag, and in 2022 he took the full leap to life on the ATP tour. Very quickly it became clear that his game was not just about promise, it was about delivery. His variety of shots and his ability to shine across different surfaces marked him as a rising threat from the very start of the season. In February he captured the Rio de Janeiro title on clay, then came a breakthrough semifinal run at Indian Wells, where he pushed his idol Rafael Nadal to 3 sets. Shortly afterward, Alcaraz conquered Miami, winning his very first Masters 1000 crown. There were bumps along the way, like a first-round exit in Monte Carlo, but by then, every event was proving he belonged at the very top level. Still only 18, he broke into the top 10, and then shocked the tennis world in Madrid. There, Alcaraz became the youngest player ever to defeat both Nadal and Novak Djokovic in the same tournament. By that point, he had amassed more than 4,200 ranking points, firmly establishing himself as a US Open contender and a serious candidate to qualify for the Nitto ATP Finals. In New York, the real test arrived. His quarterfinal against Jannik Sinner turned into an instant classic. Over 5 hours of breathtaking tennis, the second longest match in US Open history, and a showdown many saw as the official birth of their rivalry. Then came another 5-set battle in the semifinals against Francis Tiafoe. Finally, the decisive clash with Casper Ruud, where the winner would not only claim the US Open title, but also the number 1 ranking. Inside Arthur Ashe Stadium, the tension was electric, yet Alcaraz displayed composure beyond his years. In 4 sets, he overcame Ruud, and at just 19 years old became the youngest player ever to sit atop the world rankings. It's crazy for me. I never thought I would achieve something like this at only 19 years old, he said after lifting the trophy. Everything has happened so fast. It's something incredible. I dreamed about this since I was a kid, and to lift this trophy today is just amazing. Although an abdominal injury later sidelined him from competing at the Nitto ATP Finals, Alcaraz still received the year-end ATP number 1 trophy presented by PIF, becoming the youngest player ever to end a season on top of the sport. His first reign lasted 20 weeks, short but long enough to mark a turning point in tennis history. Looking back, that September 12th was more than just a date on the calendar. It was the start of a new era, the moment the sport officially crowned its new leader, someone capable of taking the torch from the legends who had dominated for 2 decades. Alcaraz didn't just reach the summit faster than anyone else. He did it with unforgettable battles, historic records, and the sense that the future had already arrived. On this day, 3 years ago, the reign of the champion from El Palmar officially began.